Whenever thunder rumbled, the man would strike the sewer pipe once. Only this way could he mask the loud noise and avoid alerting the guards above. The thick pipe in front of him was Jack's only way out. Finally, on his 20th attempt, Jack managed to break it open. A torrent of sewage gushed out, accompanied by an unbearable stench. But Jack didn't care. He immediately climbed into the dirty pipe. Even though the overwhelming smell made him gag constantly, he couldn't afford to stop. He had already spent 20 years preparing for this moment. Then Jack ran with all his might into the woods. He ripped off his filthy, foul-smelling clothes and greedily embraced the sensation of freedom in the pouring rain. Soon, during roll call, the guards noticed that the prisoner in the last cell didn't show up. A guard shouted harshly, but there was still no response from the room. Furious, the guard rushed over, but when he reached the door and found the room empty, a bad feeling set in. At the same time, the warden, who was about to change his shoes, heard the alarm and immediately realized something was wrong. He rushed to the cell. Hearing the report from the guards, Miles became enraged and scolded them for their negligence. Then the guards brought in Jack's best friend. Miles was convinced that Jack must have told Tom something before escaping, but when Tom denied it, Miles completely lost control. He grabbed a nearby rock and angrily hurled it at the poster on the wall. To everyone's shock, a strange echo followed. Miles walked over and examined it closely. To his astonishment, the rock had punched a hole through the poster. Suddenly, as if struck by a revelation, Miles tore down the poster. Behind it was a massive hole leading directly out of the prison. Everyone at the scene was stunned. Soon after, the guards began a large-scale manhunt with police dogs, but after an entire day, all they found was a rusty hammer and a set of worn prison clothes. Even so, the guards still couldn't believe it. But the most unexpected twist was yet to come. At that very moment, Jack, now wearing a suit, had arrived at the bank. He used a fake identity to steal $370,000 from Miles.